Hello, I'm Richard, and this is North East Football Media. Hello, I'm Richard. So this is North East Football Media, and this is the latest episode of the Focus on Grassroots. In this episode, I was speaking to Andy Westerby, and he's involved with Westerhope United Football Club. Well, thanks for joining us today, Andy. Welcome to the channel. You okay?
Yeah, great. How are you?
No, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Just really want to start with just a little bit about yourself, really. I mean, when did you first get involved in grassroots football, and in particular with Westerhope United?
So it started when I was 17 years old, so almost 16 years ago now. I got into coaching at Throttley Magpies, and I'd done that there for a few years and took a gap out, and then joined Montague for 4 years not too long ago, and then about 12 months ago, myself and the chairman, Stephen Taylor, wanted to try and embark on something different, something we hadn't tried before, and we wanted to try and build a model that was sort of cradle to grave sort of thing, football aspects, so from junior through to senior football, and that's when Westerhope United was created back in June.
Okay, so what's your current role then at the club?
So I'm the vice chairman. Myself and Stevie pretty much run create the club from scratch. He's the probably 51%. I'm probably 49. So it's a bit of a chairman and vice chairman, but there's that much on that we pretty much half the role. So it's very busy.
No, I can imagine. Yeah. So I mean, just tell us a little bit about the club then. So was it only just recently a brand new club then? Started last year, is that right?
Yeah. So I was ready to quit coaching 12 months ago, at least take another break out of it, and obviously COVID hit. And it was from around about the January, February time, football was off for a bit. And I was bored, and I didn't want to quit all the, obviously things had changed. And I thought I can't go on not coaching. So this came about when me and Stevie had this conversation. We were both leaving Montague, and we went from having 2 teams up to 9 teams within the space of several months of training and bringing in trialists and stuff. And we managed to rope in Leamington Lions, the old club at Leamington Lions. There was 2 teams there that merged with ourselves, like where we were going. And like I say, went from 2 teams in June up to 9 teams, which are competing now, and we're looking to try and double that before the start of the new season. So things are going pretty well. Tough, but it's going well. I would say.
I mean, what age groups have you got there then? Have you 19? What ages are they?
So at the moment we've got 3 under 8s, under 9s, under 10s. Obviously they're going to go up a year, and then we've got a bit of a gap. So we've got 2 under 18s and under 23s, and senior team. And next season we are looking to have a minimum of 5 or 6 senior teams, including a women's team. We want to try and put a few teams in between the big gap that we've got. And we are starting up a young club called the Fundamentals Club on a Saturday morning, where we're going to try and train youngsters who aren't attached to teams, bring them along and try and progress them. And if there's scope there, then we'll try and create a few teams from them at under 7s, under 8s, under 9s, and try and create a stopgap there. We don't want to try and, we want to try and have a team at every single age if we can. That's the idea anyways, but we'll see where we go.
I mean, do you have your own facilities, your own clubhouse now, or is it just council stuff that you use, or school?
So at first we struggled trying to find a venue. That was the major thing at the beginning. We shared a few different places, and then we stumbled on Valley View at Leamington, which was the home of Leamington Lions. We were originally meant to just share with them, and that's when it came about the merger, where they liked what we were doing and wanted to become part of us, and we moved on from there. So it is a council clubhouse we've got down there at the moment, but we're constantly fundraising now to try and build this clubhouse into a bigger venue, and make it something that we can all be proud of. My dream is to have cup finals there eventually the site itself is an amazing site. It's just not really been well looked after over the years, and it needs a lick of paint and a few fixes here and there. But my dream is to, like you say, play cup finals there. It's a fantastic venue, and I think by this time next season, obviously come the end of the 21-22 season, I think we would probably outgrown that site. So we'll probably need 2 or 3 sites of the similar size from next year. So it's, we're dreaming big, but we're managing to achieve every single goal that we're setting upon ourselves at the moment. So we're quite proud of what we're doing so far.
I mean, it sounds great. I mean, from a personal point of view, what do you sort of enjoy most about being involved with the club?
I would say a bit of everything really, but the main thing is seeing how happy kids are. The 11 Lions lads and lasses that we've got, the youngsters that came on board, telling them that they were going to be wearing black and white kits next season. Just a smile on the face, little things like that, little wins that you get from seeing the kids go out and playing football, doing what they love doing. We have got parents who play for the senior team, coach for us, and their kids play for the young team. So seeing them all wearing the same kits on a weekend has been our dream from day one. All wearing the black and white stripes, and that's that for me is we know we're doing things right. So yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. I mean, in terms of sort of the club itself, I know you're a new club and you may not have had a chance to get a lot done yet, but is there any community activities that you've been doing or you're looking at doing in the future, to involve your local community?
So the Marcus Rashford campaign came out last year, where it was the free school meals, and Stevie, the chairman's, works in a school, so he gets all the summer holidays, all the school holidays up and stuff. So he set up on doing the free school meals, asked for some support in the local community, and the response we had was phenomenal. Next thing you know, Marcus Rashford's retweeting us, and we've done it now 3 times. And the most recent one was the last half term, and we almost smashed 1,000 meals in the week. So I mean, it's something we're very, very proud of. It's getting a lot of social media response as well. People saying well done and whatever, but feeling that it's a deprived area, the NE15 area in Newcastle, and anything we can give back to the local community, we will do. So yeah, social media wise, we're doing really well in that aspect. So yeah, long may it continue, and we'll continue to do things there through the summer holidays. I think the next holidays we've got something in with the council, which Stevie's managed to again roll out, where we're going to be offering kids a chance to come and play football, all covered by the council. There'll be meals on during the day and stuff as well. So so watch the space, follow Westerhope United on Facebook, and look out for them posts coming.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, I mean, obviously, we know what it's like to, run a football club. There's a lot of money needed, isn't there, to pay for everything that you need, your pitch fees and your kits and all that kind of stuff. I mean, how much of a challenge has that been for you guys? And obviously, as a new club as well, there must have been a lot of stuff that you've had to get sorted out.
Yeah, massively. I think me and Stevie I would hate to see my bank account, to be honest with you. Obviously, we've had to chip in a little bit ourselves at the beginning, maybe a little bit here and there. We like I say, we're doing pretty well with the fundraising and stuff like that. We've done a PlayStation competition, raised a little bit of money that's going towards the clubhouse. I think the main expenditure really has been the clubhouse and trying to do that up. Obviously league fees, insurances, whatever. Luckily we've managed to rope in enough subs, and a lot of our players and parents have been very understanding with us being a new club and continue the subs on for a little while. We did spawn them for a couple of months during this most recent lockdown, but the parents and the players have been fantastic through the lot, and without them, this club might not still be going. It's crazy to think, only starting in June, we could have went under, but we've managed to scrape through, and again, we're hoping at the end of it now, and we can really, push on and see where we can go with it.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, in terms of, your local FA, have you had a lot of dealings with them, and have they been pretty helpful for what you've needed to try to help you along the way in your early stages?
Yeah, Lynn Barber is the lady at the FA that we go through, and she's been fantastic. I mean, probably sick of us at first, emailing left, right, and centre. This is all new to me and Stevie. We didn't have a clue what we were doing, so we're probably asking the most ridiculous of questions at times. But you know what? She came back to us every single time. Adam Williamson, whenever we've had any issues from that side of the game, has been fantastic as well. So from the FA's point of view, we couldn't have asked for any more, really. They've been fantastic, and we've literally last week become a charter standard club. And again, we got help by the FA to get that pushed through as well. So, no complaints whatsoever with the FA. They're very open and honest with what's going on with the COVID situation. They've kept us notified all the way through, points and tips and whatnot with the QR codes and whatever. Anything they can roll out, they will do. So, a massive appreciation towards the Northumberland FA as well.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, on a personal level, again, I mean, if you could change sort of one thing about grassroots football, what would the most important thing be to yourself to maybe change at the moment?
To be honest with you, at the moment, I'm really, really enjoying myself. There's been many occasions when I've been on the touchline as a manager and I had a few hums and haws. I wish we could do this. I wish I could do that. But I think when you step up a level and you step, into a more senior role within a club, you start looking and think, you know what, things are going as well as they actually could. I would like the leagues to be. I wouldn't say more competitive, but I would like to see a lot more teams from the local area to build the grassroots in the area. It seems that it's the same teams in the area that are always getting the best players in whatever, that they're the ones advertising whatever. I'd like to think that Westerhope United have really sort of broke that mold a little bit this season, where we've managed to push ourselves a little bit more than the sort of bigger teams in this area, sort of thing, I would say. But yeah, at the moment, honestly, I wouldn't change a thing, apart from the fact that I would like to be playing football a bit more, obviously.
Yeah, I think we all. I mean, just sort of that moves on to the next sort of part in a way. I was going to sort of talk to you really about the impact of the lockdowns had. I mean, obviously your club started in the middle of it all, actually. So I guess the impact for you probably hasn't been as strongly felt as it may have been elsewhere for clubs that were maybe long established. But I mean, how have you sort of found all that? What sort of impacts has it had? I mean, it must have been difficult actually setting a club up at that time.
So when we originally put the trials on, it was following the rules, but the COVID group of 6 and whatever, and then you hand sanitizers for every single person. That in itself probably cost quite a bit of money at first, but it was worth it in the end. From a secretary and a chairman point of view, I would say that it actually was beneficial at times, having a bit of lockdown here and there, to maybe pause and think about what we need to do here and there. Certainly for the clubhouse point of view, we've managed to get that clubhouse built up a little bit more. From a footballing point of view, I know all our coaches are chomping at the bit to other players to get in. So keeping everybody happy from that respect has been really, really difficult. But again, it's been good at times to just sit back and just think, right, we need to do this, we need to do that. Coaches need to get this up the grade. And, it's maybe next season when it's football non-stop, then maybe I'll be a bit like taken aback. But, at times, like you say, it's been all right. But we are massively chomping at the bit to get back in now. I think this time around it's been too much of a delay. And I'm looking forward to getting back now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, grassroots football is due to return, isn't it, in the next couple of weeks, actually?
Yeah.
I mean, are all your teams, are the leagues carrying on, are they? I know some leagues are sort of finishing, aren't they? Your leagues all carrying on?
I believe so. I look after the senior side of things, really. So the senior sides, they're doing a bit of a Champions League draw, the North East Combination League. Steve Swinback up there does a great job, and he's sort of grouped the teams together. So we're looking forward to that and embarking in that. The youth side of things, I believe they're continuing as well. Yeah. So again, we're just at this moment in time as coaches and German, we're just making sure that training returns safely, to follow the protocol set out by the NFA, and everybody gets back in a safely manner, because we don't want to stop again. We want this to continue now and get back permanently. So that's where we're sitting now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously last season didn't finish, did it? So it would be important that we don't have that happening twice in a row, because I think that would be difficult, wouldn't it? A lot of clubs to come back from that if that was to be the case, but hopefully it won't be. I mean, finally, what you're most sort of looking forward to about the restart of footballing, just getting the guys out there playing again, I'm assuming.
from a senior point of view, seeing how many people have actually kept fit over the lockdown, I think, if I turn out to be one of the fittest ones on the pitch, I think there's definitely a problem there. But yeah, just seeing all the lads again from the seniors, seeing all the kids come back into playing football, smiles on their faces and kicking the ball around. Really, really looking forward to everybody just enjoying themselves. For us as a club, especially with us being a new club, it doesn't matter if we win, lose, or draw. We've got to be happy. We've got to enjoy what we're doing. Otherwise, it's pointless us being here. And we open the door for anybody at this football club, and we will continue to do so. I think from a personal point of view for the club, I'm really looking forward to beginning trials for the new season and multiplying our teams and getting as many teams in that door as we possibly can. We want to be one of the big Newcastle, not only the West End, but in the North East if we can. And that's going to take a lot of hard work, but we are determined, and I'm really looking forward to re-embarking on that again.
No, that should be good. I mean, just before you go, is the club, I know you sort of mentioned before about social media. Have you got a sort of social media presence? Where can people find the club if they were maybe interested in getting involved?
Yeah, so we've got a few Facebook pages dedicated to the actual teams. But if you search for our main page, it's Westerhope United Football Club on Facebook, and we are soon to have a YouTube channel along with Instagram and whatnot. And on YouTube, we will be streaming the senior football from next season, I believe. We've got a social media officer coming in to do that. So yeah, just search Westerhope United on anything you want. Twitter, Facebook will be there very, very soon, that's for sure.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Andy. It's been a pleasure chatting to you. Obviously, good luck for the rest of the season when it starts, and obviously for the future of the club as well. And hopefully we'll speak again and keep in touch and see how you're getting on.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
So thanks to Andy there for joining the channel. If you want to find out any more information about Westerhope United, I say you can find them on social media. Please stay tuned to the channel because I've got a lot more of these kind of interviews coming up over the next couple of weeks, speaking to people from different clubs all around the North East. If you want to get involved yourself, please drop me a message. If you like what I'm doing, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel as well because there's going to be a lot of great stuff coming up. And of course, when the football starts again in a couple of weeks' time, I'll be out videoing some games as well. So there'll be some highlights coming up on the channel as well. And if you'd like me to feature your club in a highlights video again, please contact me and we can get that sorted out. This is North East Football Media. Please subscribe to the channel.